Hey, welcome back to Queerful Consideration. I'm JT. We're starting round 1 here, waiting for our opponent. We lost the die roll. Don't mind being on the draw with this deck. I also don't mind an Izamaru draw. That's pretty awesome. Would love to have more lands, but hey, we've got 17 of them, right? I'm going to keep this. Having Izamaru on turn 1 is really great. What? Oh, Basilisk Collar. Okay, fine. Fine. Excellent. It's a land. Next turn, a blue land would be great. Yeah, that draft, on reflection, really went badly. And if you guys can let me know in the comments why you think it went badly or where I could have gone different with it, I'd be interested in hearing. I feel like I drafted my seat as best as I could. Maybe I could have prioritized mana rocks a little bit heavier. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Here, I'm pretty much going to Hero's Demise anything that he puts out. Yeah, certainly going to demise that. Ashling would be fine next turn. Gonna definitely need a land here. Hundred of Night's Reach would be lovely. Holkranos. Well, that kind of outclasses my 2/2. Transguild Promenade kind of gets there. I can cast a Sidri or a Daxos off of it, and I think Daxos is the play on it. Oh, it enters the battlefield tapped. Ugh, forgot about that. Yeah, I was hoping to actually play Sidri this turn. That's not going to happen, though. Death Touch and Light Link on a Polkranos is pretty bad. Whenever Ashling the Extinguisher deals combat damage to a player. Man, that seems really good. Definitely running that out next turn. Sure, you got it. Knight's Whisper. Next turn. Death Touch when it monstrouses. Oh, God. That's not good. It can basically machine gun down my team, is what that says. I'm gonna go for Daxos instead, because I need the Ashling to survive. Hopefully, I can get some good value out of Daxos here, or force a Monstrous now. God. Huh. Yeah, alright, great. No, he says great. I've got to come up with an answer to this thing. Oh, he didn't see the line. Okay. Could have killed both my creatures. If he had, I would be in much worse shape. I have to keep back Izamaru here to block. But Ashling definitely threatens big, big bad things. Basically forcing my opponent to either come up with an answer to Ashling or to hold back Pokernos. And by an answer, I mean a creature that can block Ashling. Kira, okay. Kira's fine. Yeah, exactly. She's Death's Storehouse. What do you say? I think I'll choose that one. Oh. Choose target creature. Oh, man. That's rough. Yeah, I'll draw 2 cards. I don't think Hero's Podium is going to cut it here. Devour Flesh next turn actually is good. The heck is this? Oh. Well, there's that. Good game. Let's go to the next one. Begin sideboarding. Okay. Okay. Maybe I could have drafted a white-green deck instead. Maybe white-green was open. Tezzy's not going to do it. Faith's Fetters would have been fine. None of this was good. Why don't we just draw more lands? No. Well, yes, he's playing a green deck, which means he's got big guys. Yeah, I love this. This is great. Keep this. Felwar Stone into Lawan Cephalid Empress is pretty sweet. Into Rush of Knowledge. Yeah. Okay. Feeling better about this. Alright, opponent mulligan to 5. And that's, too bad I don't have a Honden and a black mana to cast it. Who is this guy? No. Who's it? Urtai, Wizard Adept. Risk the Redeemed. Okay, it's a 1/1. Makes tokens, eventually. Now I have access to 4 colors of mana. Not black, unfortunately, but 4 colors. Green and white elves is what it makes. Ow. Elf Beatdown. Okay, so I can cast an Empress. I can cast a Talisman. Yeah, I'd just rather keep the ramp up. Now, none of this is black. Grizzlebrand is an extraordinarily dead draw here. Hero's Demise is not looking particularly good. I'm going to cast out the Empress, just so that I have something bigger to draw cards to on Russian Knowledge. I'd definitely rather be drawing 4 than drawing 2. Missing land drops is tough on our opponent. Yeah. Transgo Promenade, Sunken Ruins, Orzhov Basilica. I think I can Basilica bouncing. Or I can Promenade and pay for it. Next turn I can Basilica. Cycling Rescind, okay. I'm not exactly putting pressure on my opponent here. Ashling is good. So I'll tap for black, black. I can Hedron Archive here as well. And I will get in for my two damage beats. Ooh, third land. 7 cards in hand. That's value. It's pretty sweet. Yep. Gonna attack with both. Same effect. Alright. Tapping the Hedron Archive to put that into play. White. Blue. Wait, cancel. I will add black blue for a blue. Add a white. Cast Sidri. Add a white. Cast Isamaru. Play that. Bounce Plains. Leave up Hero's Demise. Yeah, seems good. And I could actually, yes, I can cast Grizzlebrand. I have 4 black in play. Hey, how could I lose? I've got, what, 6 lands to my opponent's 3? Clearly. Tragic Slip. Alright, let's target non-creature artifact. Do I animate a Felwar Stone, a Talisman? I just attack with everybody. It's 14, it's not lethal. Hey! Okay, well, my opponent didn't really do anything, and it took me 8 turns to Goldfish. Doesn't bode well. Let's just put it that way. Does not bode well. Do I bring in Rafik? Rafik and Tolsimir. Grizzlebrand's terrible. I can't do that. I think a Rafik for a Grizzlebrand. A Jareth is bad. Just bad. Yosei's good. Take Jareth out and put in a Tolsimir. No, I'll put in a Chromatic Star, Chromatic Sphere, to help me cast my Rafik. And I'll submit this deck. Opponent went to 41. Here we have Sunken Ruins, Glacial Fortress, Felwar Stone. We've got the fixing for blue, black, white, and red and green. I'll keep it. Being on the draw here, I think I'm okay with this. Haunted of Night's Reach is fine. Rescind cycled. Alright. Sunken Ruins? Yes. Leaves up Devour Flesh. Okay, I'm into it. You know what? Just gonna cast this instead. Felwar Stone doesn't leave it up. However, I can Hunden next turn, which is gonna be, I think, pretty sweet. And then Rush of Knowledge the turn afterwards. Omnath is fine. Of all the things my opponent could have played on 3, that's maybe my favorite. I do like Daxos, but I'm going to go with blue, add black, black. And Hunden. Hunden! F6. I have Silence Believers or Devour Flesh to take care of this Omnath if it gets out of hand. Next turn, if I draw a land, I'm probably going to Rush of Knowledge. If I don't, I'm probably going to Daxos. Okay. Now this does ramp him. So, drawing a land, I could... Beacon of Tomorrows. Yeah, I was going to say, drawing a land, I could Daxos and Devour Flesh. Drawing this particular land... Do I want to let him have access to 6 mana next turn? I think I want to blue, white, any Daxos. I want a Transgo Promenade, paying my 1. And then next turn, I can either Rush of Knowledge or I can Devour Flesh this thing. I could even Silence the Believers it. Anything big he casts is going to be unlikely to be able to block Daxos. If he drains his pool, yeah. If he pumps Omnath, Omnath won't be able to block it. If he casts something huge, it won't be able to block it, and will probably drain his pool, so it becomes a trade with Omnath, and I'm okay with that. Huh. I'm okay with just draining this guy's hand with the Honden. Xenaghost God of Rebels. Okay, you could have cast that last turn. Could have and chose not to. Here, I can Hedron Archive into Devour Flesh. Oh, can't do that one. Go ahead and pump it. I'll let you gain life. You were going to gain that life anyway, old Basilisk Collar. Yep. Worldly Tutor on the stack. Oh, he had already tapped out his green mana. He had to cast it then. Alright. Well, you're going to draw that next turn. Whatever that is. I'm probably going to Silence the Believers that next turn, whatever that is. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I can Silence the Believer multiple cards. What did he reveal? At least the Redeemer. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess that thing goes wide. Wait, I'm going to exile the top card of your library. Did you just want to have me get rid of the thing that... Yeah, okay. Exiled. Guess what? I'm not casting it. Always yield. That tutor was weird. I guess it was a way to protect the top of your deck. If you put a creature on top that you didn't want to draw. or it was just a horrible mistake. Well, I want to know why he didn't cast Xenagos God of Rebels before. Okay, Taiga goes away. Did he play a land last turn? Apparently not. I don't know what's happening here. I'm going to go ahead and swing. I could Kaiga the Tidestar. I could Rush of Knowledge. I could cast... I can't cast that. Tidestar? Maybe? Rush of Knowledge. Okay. I can't really cast any of these things, although Rafik is going to be great next turn. Yosei is going to be fine. Ashling. Yeah, okay. Cool. I got stuff to do next turn. So much stuff to do. Prime Speaker Zagana. Could not be cast. Let's see here. Yosei the Morning Star. I can Rafik. I can green. Let's see here. I can go for blue-black here. Actually, no. I can go for a colorless here. Blue, white. Yep. I'll take a 6/6 double strike. Always yield. Always yield. Island entered the exile zone. Kira? But I can't cast Kira. Oh, I can! As if it was mana of any color. Well, in that case... I've got a Kira. I've exiled a lot of lands with that. Sweet. Do I want to cast an Isamaru? Nah. I think I'd just rather Daxos this guy out. There's Island. What you casting? Click. Well, I gotta think you're taking the Silence of Believers. Yep. Well, I'm gonna Hero's Demise that thing. Oh, you can't actually... Can't actually block here. Yep, can't be blocked by creatures with power 3. Yep, okay. How about I just cast more of your stuff? Sure. Farseek for an island. I will put a white mana Isamaru out there. Just to draw a card. Always yield. And Demir Aqueduct will be just fine. Next turn, I can Hero's Demise as it seems necessary. But for right now, I seem to be doing okay. Alright, opponent is disconnected. I guess this means we have a long wait until the round ends. But no, way to go. Daxos and Rafik, a big win. I guess the moral of the story here is don't be afraid. Do not be afraid to splash the things. I like it. I think it was good. I don't know why he didn't cast Xenagos. I guess he was just trying to protect what he had in his hand. But, yeah, I think Xenagos with Zomnath was probably his best bet there. Just to smash with that Basilisk Collar and rack up the life and just say, all right, put it to me. Daxos plus Rafik is a pretty sweet engine. And I think the other thing we learned here is that the Honden of Knight's Reach is no joke. So I'm going to go ahead and pause while our opponent goes and sulks, and I'll see you in round 2. Well, that was the end of round 1. Opponent did lose the game due to inaction, and shockingly, there's still a match in progress. So it looks like this round is going to go all the way to time. Probably somebody else rage quitting. I don't know. The rage quit thing just bugs the hell out of me, though. I'm not going to file a report for it, but just bad behavior, people. Don't be that guy. See you in round 2. All right, we're getting ready to start round 2 here. As you can see, let's see, we're Brand Thrasher, Real Reggae Shark, Havoc 917, and yours truly, P. Pyro. Looks like we're going against Real Reggae Shark here. And this deck has already overperformed expectations just by simply making it to the top 4. Making it out of round 1 makes this a free draft and gets us at least 1 pack of value. So let's just see how far we can ride it. This hand is awesome. Talisman into Sidri. Oh yeah, the value. Floodplain, Sunken Ruins. Okay, you know what? I'll go Island Go. The tapped fetch. Yep, okay, you got it. Breeding Pool, take a pain? Yeah, look at that. Oh, I was kind of hoping for a second pain land there. Alright, is it Signet? Looks like we're up against another blue-black, or a blue-green red deck. Huh. That's what we had last time. I'll go ahead and rock it out. Rock out with my mana rock out. No, it doesn't. Ah, whatever. Next turn, I could Transguild pay for it, or I can swamp Sidri. Search for Tomorrow's fine. Ooh, Orzhov Basilica. Black, white, blue for Sidri. Play Orzhov Basilica. Bounce planes? Yeah, sure. I'm into that. Six mana is a lot. Not gonna lie. But we can silence whatever he puts out here. Zirlin. Okay, is that worth silencing? I really don't think so. I think I can play a land. Let's see, I've got access to 4 mana here. I'm going to 5. I can play Lawan this turn. Then I can Sunken Ruins and Kaiga the turn after that. Or I can, yeah, I think that's the right play. Okay, I mean, I could also turn my Talisman into a creature and attack and trade that off with Zirlin. But I think this is just, yeah, got it. Lock him out of... Can't cast blue creature spells, so he can zap in a blue dragon, although I think the dragon I'm worried about here is going to be a Tarka. Okay, let's see what he's got. Yeah, that's a Tarka. Attacking for 12. Yep, okay. Honden seems pretty good. Honden seems pretty good here. Next turn I can Kaiga. I don't mind taking 3 from Zeralan here. It's just a question of whether he's got another Atarka to go find. How many dragons do you have in your deck, sir? Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Ah. Okay, what do you got? I mean, this could just be game. Let's be honest. And if so, lesson learned. Definitely kill the zero land when it hits. Ojitai is going to get him a card for his hand. Doesn't kill me. I'm fine with that. This next turn I'm casting Kaiga the Tidestar, which is going to be great. Alright, mana rock, mana rock. I'll go ahead and always yield. Now at this point, Zerlin is in fact lethal. Huh. I can Plains. Let's see here. I can Devour Flesh there, Plains, and leave up I'm leaving up Silence the Believers. It's going to be a real uphill fight here to come back on this one, but I do have a 4-turn clock. What do we got? Oh, signets. Target creatures or planeswalkers. All right. Okay. Add black, black for blue. Strip another card. Fact or fiction? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't play it though. I gotta go for a Kaiga. Grizzlebrand next turn will be nice. Well, not that it's next turn, but you know, Grizzlebrand eventually. I do have enough black to cast it. Gonna just F6 here. No idea what's happening. Oh, gain control of target creature. Well, that was a pretty good one to have in hand. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and concede game there. Alright, so Dragonlord Silumgar, Indrixar, Zirlin. Definitely kill the Zirlin when it appears. I got whacked. There's 3 Dragonlords that I can see here. Sultai Charm destroys a creature, an artifact, or draws cards, fact or fiction. Yeah, alright, got it. Your standard Dragon Ramp deck. I am going to get rid of Grizzlebrand and Jareth. I am going to bring in Rafik and Chromatic Sphere. And let's see what we can do. Not that I don't love Grizzlebrand, I just don't ramp hard enough to get there before he gets his dragons out. Alright, game 2. Sure, I'll play first. No, I don't think I'll mulligan this, although Fellwar Stone, yeah, it's going to make all kinds of mana. I certainly can't cast my Isamaru here, but whatever, worse things have happened. Look at that. I can make green mana now. Go ahead and always yield to that. Suspended. 1 counter. White. Well, that is white. That's white. I will pay that. I could ramp harder. Or I can cast an Isamaru. Oh, get ready, buddy. 2 mana beatdowns, or 2/2 beatdowns on turn 3. Not great. Not gonna lie, not great. Fellwar Stone. Ten-turn clock. Getting there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I played that because if I do draw a land next turn, I can Hero's Podium and actually put a pretty impressive clock out there. Plus, then I can start fishing for more creatures. I'm going to go ahead and F6. There's nothing I can do. Kokosho. Kokosho is an interesting drain. I can just Sunken Ruins. I can Fellwar Stone into Silence of Believers. Yeah, that seems fine. exiled so he doesn't gain life off of it. And takes him to 14. My Felwar Stone has given me access to double white. My Sunken Ruins ensures access to double blue. Yeah, and double black. So, you know, I can cast anything in my deck at this point. Shame I took out that Grizzlebrand. Not really. Alright, Indrik Sar. Do I Devour Flesh the Indrik Sar right now? Yes, because it's not going to get any better. Can't cast the Hero's Podium, which is a shame. But I am putting opponent down to 12. And next turn, ideally, I'll be attacking for 6. Zirlin. Well, I can slip Zirlin. Ooh. Or I can just lock it down. No attacking, no blocking, and no zapping in dragons. Go to 8. Alright, next turn. Next turn's definitely the Hero's Podium. Actually, turn off auto yields here. I don't want to auto yield the turn. I just F6 and turn that off because I want to be able to Tragic Slip. If he does like bring in an Antarka here and kills my creatures, I want to be able to kill a Tarka in return. He can't cast his Dragon Lord Silumgar. Harmonize. No problem. Here we go. Ramping it up. In a turn, I can activate it for 2. Dig for a creature. Fact or fiction? Fact or fiction. So, Eldamri's Call, Kadama Reach, Arashi, Sultai Charm. Reach. Eldamri's Call. Let's see here. He's got access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Only 1 white. He may have to actually kill my Hero's Podium here. Frankly, I have no idea what he's actually going to get. It's a weird set of piles to make. What did he take? Okay. Kadama's Reach, Eldamri's Call, and an island. Okay, well. He'll have access to 9 mana, so he can Eldamri's Call for a Tarka and cast it. Then I kill a Tarka in response. A Tarka is going to come in, going to deal 4 to the Cephalid. Well, whichever way a Tarka comes in, I think I keep 1 creature. So I feel pretty good about that. Yeah. Alright. Well, let's see what he does. Could be interesting. Alright, it is a Dragon Lord Atarka. We got the read right. I'm going to turn off auto yields just in case. Feel like I'm Dennis Straniak from Windmill Slam, compulsively clicking that. Now, 5 damage any way he wants to go here isn't going to kill both creatures. But it is going to kill 1, and I'm going to Tragic Slit the shit out of Atarka. Okay. Alright. Sideboarding it is. His deck is what we think it is. So I think we keep ours exactly as it stands. And submit the deck. This is great. This is great. I can Plains Chromatic Sphere, Glacial Fortress Talisman, Shizo Honden. Keeping. Ooh. Okay. So if I Glacial Fortress Talisman. Yeah, I think the plan is still good. Next turn I can Talisman, Aqueduct. No, next turn I'm just going to Honden. Honden's just too good. Domri's call. Going for Zerlin. Okay. Well, you need double red for Zerlin, right? Yeah, 5 mana double red. You're a little ways off from that. Okay, cool. I like our setup. We're not doing anything, strictly speaking, but, you know, I've got a response for Zerlin when it comes down. He's still a red away from it. And he's not doing anything either. I'll go ahead and always yield to that. Arashi the Sky Asunder. That's a 5-drop. A hell of a 5-drop, I might add. Uh-huh. Okay, bouncing planes. And still doing nothing, strictly speaking. And since I have my green mana now, I can sack my Chromatic Sphere at the end of turn just to cycle it. Indrik Sar. Okay. It's fine. Drew a land. Got it. He's going to get 5 thralls out of this. But unless I draw another removal spell, I'm going to have to let him get that, because the Zerlin is what's going to kill me. Opponent going to tank pretty hard here to figure out what to discard, which I like. Go ahead, discard the Zerlin. You tutored for it. Oh! Well, in that case, yeah. Rafiq of the Many, you say? Seems good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. Can't quite cast Rafiq right now. Next turn. Ah, yeah. Wow, tutored for a Zeralan and then discarded it. Another hard choice, apparently. Kokosho. Oh, it didn't have double black for Kokosho. Green. 1. Blue. White. Rafik of the Many. Got Devour Flesh up. If he does cast a Dragonlord Silumgar, I should be able to kill it while its trigger is on the stack. A Tarka World Render. I'll just go ahead and get that out of here. Wow. Wow. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. I am shocked that we are moving on to the finals with this deck. I didn't think it was that powerful. And to be fair, I'm not sure what the first round guy's deck was doing. This second round opponent had a really sweet Dragon Ramp deck with a Zeralan. I think what we learned in this again is that the Honden of Knight's Reach is no joke. I really underestimated how good that card is. Rafik was going to be presenting a 3-turn clock, which is really great. But wow, I gotta say, wow, that was impressive. We're going to return to details, and it looks like we're starting our next round in just a minute. I'm going to pause it, and I'll see you in round 3. All right, welcome back to round 3. He mulliganed to 6 cards. I'm going to keep this. Why? Well, I'm on the draw, and I've got the Honden. How could I ditch a hand with the Honden? I mean, come on. Sunken Ruins. Hero's Demise is up for anything early that he does. Oh, well, Red's an aggressive. Red is potentially aggressive. Zergu Bellstriker. Well, that's about as aggressive as it ever gets. I know it looks like Zergo, but I prefer to think of it as the Portuguese pronunciation. Zergu. Zergu. I don't even know if that's actually the Portuguese pronunciation, but we're going to go with it. Definitely not going to spend a Hero's Demise on it. I think. Turn up all of those. What's this? Chaos the Lunarch. A 2/2. Well, that's going to get out of hand. I think I want to kill that before it gets out of hand. Well, he seems to be the red-white aggressive deck. I was curious about drafting that. Didn't end up happening this one. Ooh. Cephalid Empress or Ashling? Or a Honden? I think I gotta go Cephalid here, just because if something's gonna die, I'd rather it be the Cephalid Empress. And Cephalid Empress does block Zergo, so stops the bleeding, as it were. If opponent is going to use Burn to kill something, or otherwise remove something, I definitely would rather it be the Empress, though. I mean, Cephalids. Who likes Cephalids? Nobody. She looks like a clown Cephalid of some kind. Is that her bony carapace? That looks like clown makeup? Brionne Stoutarm. Flings at me. Okay. Definitely gonna Ashling here. And the next turn, I can get in there. Outpost Siege. Okay. Okay. Draw to a turn? Yeah. Gonna get in there. Gonna make him sacrifice Brion Stout Arm. And then I'm gonna Honden. Honden! Now he is drawing an extra card every turn, which is, you know, pretty good. Berserker's Onslaught. Ugh. Oh god, that's aggressive. Mm-hmm. Pia and Kieran Nalar. Okay. Gonna go ahead and always yield to the Honden. Piana. Yeah, definitely went all out on this plan. Let's see here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can Shizo to get rid of Pia and Kieran. Oh, can be blocked by Thopters, you say? Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to rush a knowledge. For 4, drawing 4 cards seems good. Yeah. Next turn I can Talisman into Hedron Archive. Okay. Always yield to that. Odric. Ooh. I don't think I even saw the little Abyssinian symbol. It's funny. So Odric was from M13, was wielding an Abyssinian sword, and was using the battalion ability from from Gatecrash, was it? Alright. Urabrask the Unhidden. Everybody has haste. Alright, everybody's kung fu fighting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could also just silence the Believers for 2. Alright, we're getting the last card out of his hand. God's willing. So let's see here. Talisman. Well, I tell you what, why don't we just Shizo to get in? And force him to throw a Thopter in front. Then I can Tragic Slip off the Urabrask. I can play a Glacial Fortress. And then I can get there. Hedron Archive. Talisman. Talisman. That was a pretty good turn, I'd say. So now his hand is use it or lose it for all things. Cast a Kythian. And a Tuk-Tuk. Okay, well, he managed to use it and did not lose it. Kythian also has to attack. Well, that's good. So, I'm going to block Pia and Kieran. I'm going to let Tuk-Tuk through. I'm going to exile Tuk-Tuk and Kythian. Oh, Grizzlebrand. Grizzlebrand, you say? Oh. Alright, first things first, I'll attack with Ashling. Oh, how could I resist? Alright. Well, now I think I have to cast Grizzlebrand. As in, it's mandatory. It's not even an option. Is that how I tap correctly? Did I tap correctly? No. I'm gonna undo. And tap this one instead. So I actually am still leaving up Silence of Believers, just in case of disaster. Hidetsugu's second right? The shit you say? Oh my god! Alright, watch out for being at 10 life. Hidetsugu's second right. This guy in the finals. I troll level over 9,000. I am hoping you killed someone with that second right. Tell me it happened. Even if it didn't. Alright. Grizzlebrand. I mean, it stabilizes. Rafika the Biddy? I don't even know. My usual sideboard plan is gone. Alright. I'm getting rid of these guys. I'm putting in Rafik and my Chromatic Star. We're doing the usual. But man, I kind of want to keep Grizzlebrand in now. I don't know. That was the hardest I could possibly ramp. And it was still a stretch. So I think this is just better. But Wow. Okay. Knight's Whisper draws cards. Hero's Demise gets rid of an early threat. Cephalid Empress is a blocker, a totally admirable blocker, so yeah, I'll keep it. I mean, I'm a little bit away from my legendary dragon spirits, but man, Yosei's cool looking. So is Kaiga, but Yosei's just cooler. Yeah, okay. Shizo. Okay, Shizo's land. I like land. Next turn, I'm gonna Knight's Whisper pretty much regardless. Why not sack the Evolving Wilds? Waiting to see if you drew the red? Alright, if I Knight's Whisper here, I technically have to discard? That seems bad. That can't be right. That can't be the right play. I'll just demise whatever the hell comes out. Oh yeah, that's definitely worth demising. Great. Next turn I can Faith's Fetters, something that's hazardous, gain back some life. Or I can just play a Cephalid Empress and feel good about myself. I could also Fetters up that Goto's Maul. That wouldn't be the worst thing I ever did. I think that Maul's going to give me a problem. Yeah, I don't want stuff getting +3/+3 and trample. Next turn, Noyandar, followed by Rush of Knowledge. Oh yeah. I like where this is going. I even have two different things to do with it. What? No. No. Brand Stout Arm, fine. Come on, give me a land. That's kind of a land. Cephalid Empress? I don't think so. I'm going to protect my life total here. I'll block with the Changeling, and then use the Morbid trigger to kill Brand Stout Arm. Well, that's big. glad I'm going to be killing it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't mind drawing 6 cards next turn. Crinkle my boss. Hmm. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. All these 5 drops, huh? I think I'll Russian Knowledge. Just so I can make sure I'm hitting land drops going forward. Hunting's not bad. Next turn I can Cephalid Empress and Hunden. Yosei. I don't win this race. That's okay. I'm okay trading off Yosei to basically negate his turn. I'll get rid of a black. And white. Pian Kiran, okay. Okay. Well, you are definitely on the plan. Well, since you went that way, I think I'm just going to nuke your 2 creatures. Ooh, Ashling is solid. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could Cephalid and Hunden. I could Cephalid and Ashling. Or I could just silence your 2 relevant creatures. Next turn, I can Cephalid and Heroes Podium, or Hunden and Podium. Ashland and Podium. Next turn I can Kaiga and Empress. Pretty sweet. I think I'll be attacking with the Tide Star here. Very glad that I fettered them all. And by them all, I mean the Godo's Mall, not them all. See what I did there? Anyway. Ashling the Pilgrim. Counter. Wow, this thing can just grow out of hand. Okay. Gonna be potentially a board wipe. So let's say 2 counters go on it now. 3 more can go next turn. That'll be a 5/5 hit. So I think I'm actually... Yeah, that's fine. Why would you do it that way? Why would you leave the white mana up? God's willing? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm liking where this is going. Fiery Confluence. Destroy an artifact is pretty good here. Destroy an artifact is real good here. It takes 3/3 off of all of my creatures. Yeah. It's pretty strong, not gonna lie. Yeah, you got it. What are the modes? Oh, tell me you don't have a Hidetsugu second right. Okay, you dealt 10 to me. Or no, he put me from 18 down to 10. Okay, or 18 to 14. Kataki War's Wage. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna Sunken Ruins here. I'm gonna give Ashling Fear. And then I'm going to go hard in the paint. I'm also going to make sure to cast this Talisman of Unity because I want to be able to get off 10 life in case he tries to hit Itsugumi. Oh, the second right. Okay. Goes to 5. Alright, and Honda. Okay. Okay. Machias the Lunarch, okay. That's not gonna get it done. Might as well just sack them all. It's not doing anything. I don't mind having to pay for my talisman, if only because it is my insurance against Hitsugu's second right, which I want to point out here would be lethal. Oh, Jeebus. Speaking of lethal, this attack is lethal. Good God. All right. Is the second right an instant? Do you have it? No, he doesn't. Firebolt. He could still get me. No, he's got nothing left in hand. Nothing left in hand. Puts a counter... Oh. Cast a Lunarch. Oh, cast it from exile. Right. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Demir Aqueduct. Yep. Bouncing that land I just used. Sweet. Yeah. Looks like I'm attacking with everybody. I'm gonna make you... Wow. Wow, folks. Good games. Excellent games. Guys, I don't even know how that happened. Let's take a look here at our handsome Soren Season 1 Championship qualifier point. Our weird... Who is that on the cover of that, I wonder? Legendary Cube. No idea. And our very proud 150 play points. Folks, I don't know how this deck got there, but did. I'm glad you got to see it. I did not think it was a particularly good deck. It turns out it had some things going for it. I can't pull up my deck to take a look at it here again. But yeah, I was able to get rid of the super high-end finishers that I picked up early on. I think we just hit our ramp when we needed it. We stole a few games with Rafika the Mini, which is just a sick card. Our one game where we got sick Daxos value was pretty gratifying, because I've always loved Daxos of Melodus as a card and put it into constructed decks and put it in anywhere I could while it was legal. So it's really great to see Daxos get to come back and have a day in the sunshine. But yeah, I think the all-star of the series is definitely Honden of Knight's Reach. I had been underestimating that card, thinking, well, it's no good on its own. You know, you kind of need a multiple Honden thing. I really want the blue Honden. But yeah, both the blue and the black Honden are just sickness. That's awesome. Not so crazy about the white or the green one, but hey, maybe I'm underestimating those as well. If you found those things to be excellent, let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time here on Queerful Consideration.